This is the Tell Us More podcast where we pull on somebody that we want them to tell us more about themselves. I'm so excited. I'm already giddy. Hate when we have people that just I look at them and laugh, and you're one of those people, Nat Harris.
Hi, guys.
Hi. So, Nat, you're a comedian.
Yes.
You're a writer.
Mm-hmm.
And we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very good mates with your older sisters.
You are.
And I was thinking when we first met, you would have been like year 10 or something.
A baby.
Seriously, I think you might have been.
Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe. Yeah, I think we met at a house party in Elwood.
Yeah, at Sam, my partner's house.
Yeah, it probably would have been in like year 11 or
11,
year,
or 12. Yeah, because I think I got with, probably. Anyway, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say because I think I got with, like, I got with him at that party. Well, you guys are married now, and well done. And
I love thinking back, though, to those parties.
I got with him at that party.
These parties that used to happen at Sam's house, because Sam used to live with your sister, Jess Harris.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That everyone would get naked at those parties
No.
all the time. They would, wouldn't they? I never did.
Yeah.
Full naked.
No. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I was sent
Do you
home before
remember
that.
You don't remember
Oh,
that?
I remember like nudity was rife in that particular group.
That it was. Because
Yeah.
I remember when I first met Sam,
Yeah.
he, all the time, I'd be like, oh, wow. My best friend and I kind of went into the group at the same time, Abby.
Yes, that's
and
right.
I'd be like, they're getting naked again.
Yeah.
We were always
Got
shocked.
to check out the goods before you gave it
Yeah,
a run.
well, there you go. I think it's like addictive, maybe, getting nude. 'Cause
Streaking.
They did do it a lot. Streaking. I've streaked
Have
before.
you?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything worse.
I streaked in the middle of the day with two good friends. There was maybe a little bit of alcohol involved, but
Where did you streak?
so yeah, this is the thing. We streaked at a local cricket oval.
Was there a game on?
There was. But they were just finishing, so we didn't run through them. But it wasn't until after we streaked that we realised it was like an under-14s match. Yeah, I know. And this is like not far from where I live, and there's like quite a busy like bike path, footpath that a lot of people ride and walk along. And this was a Saturday afternoon, and we'd been out having like, I think it was like a Christmas kind of get together thing. And then three of us were like, all right, this is it. If we've ever wanted to streak, now's the moment.
Wow.
You were giving those kids the thrill of their little lives, really.
They were walking off into like the clubhouse, and then they got to the clubhouse and they turned around and just looking back like, what is going on?
Are you comfortable being nude in front of your friends?
Not like I'm not like, hey, like I'm going to answer the door without a top on just to make a point. Like nudity, we all have bodies. No, I'm not that. Please don't be stupid.
But you're not super...
No.
No, you would never. I would be more inclined to do that than you.
Let me say this. If I was comfortable in my body, I would be getting around naked more. It's a discomfort thing.
Yeah, but I'm not hugely comfortable in my body and I get around naked more
She
than
answered
you.
the door to Stacey.
Nude.
Totally nude.
Yeah, but to shock her because
Okay.
Stacey's a massive prude.
Yeah,
Nudophobe. Yeah, okay.
A nudophobe, totally is. Yeah.
And never nude.
No.
Yeah.
I think... I guess, I think I definitely needed a bit of help. But, kind of getting older, you're like, oh, I don't care.
I know.
You're
I
like,
know.
oh, sod it.
I found a
know.
grey pube the other day.
Oh, no.
Just one.
Grey. I get them in my eyebrows.
I don't.
grey
Something
ones.
about a grey pube that's really confronting.
Yeah.
They're so fucking coarse.
Get
too.
What
rid
are
of
you
it.
doing when to find
As
it?
if you don't look at your pubes.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
In the shower, maybe I was sitting on the toilet or
Just
something.
plaiting
Probably
it.
toilet. No, it was probably the toilet because
think it was
it's
the
just
toilet.
right on display there.
It is.
I mean,
yeah.
the best part about this conversation is that we can confirm you have pubes.
I do
And you have
pubes.
one singular grey pube is all she has.
Oh God, it's so
The
good.
beautician refuses to. I said, no good for you.
Nat,
Yes.
you are doing a comedy show.
I am.
You've been doing comedy since 2012, is that right?
That's correct.
I remember when you did start, and I just find being a stand-up comedian the most courageous thing in the whole wide world.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I think,
It's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
you know, look, I mean, I think it's quite a ridiculous thing to do, but it is scary for sure. Courageous, I don't know. I feel like we should reserve that or keep that title for the
Bushfires and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly. But no, it is. It's like, I think it's a silly thing to do. Like, it's a ridiculous lifestyle. It's a ridiculous, like, aspiration to have. And it is scary, absolutely. But normally, like, there's a want to do it. So you just get
I reckon
over it.
you've always had it. Like, my partner Sam's, you're one of his favourite people. He just, like, if he could pop you on top of our television and just watch you, that's what he would do 24/7. But you've always had it in you, and I reckon it comes from your dad.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Like, I think that we were just completely overindulged with our creative, like, impulses as kids.
It's the best.
It is.
Is it?
That's let me tell you,
take it
is.
up with my mum, who is now still lending me money. At 34.
Yeah, but when
I dropped out of uni, I was like, no. I was optimistic in only the way that a child who has just been overly encouraged would pursue this.
How often do you hear that though?
Yeah.
That it really encourage. I always think, if you love something, you'll be amazing at it, and whatever it is, you'll succeed in it. That's what I think. But as a parent, my son is very artistic.
Yeah.
So he'll sit there for hours drawing, which is
He's
fine.
incredible,
Yeah,
though.
wow.
He's like wild.
But he's into making stop motion movies at the moment.
incredible.
Just on his
What's
I
that?
know. You know, like you literally, like, say you've got the bottle here, then you want the bottle to move, you move it like that, take another photo, move it like that.
Like a
take
teeny tiny bit of
tiny,
movement.
right?
Yeah.
So then when you play it back, it's, anyway.
Commitment. That's great.
It really is. But I'm like, stop doing that. You've left your toys everywhere.
Everywhere,
you know?
please.
And I'm like, oh, I should really be nurturing that more.
Yeah.
Because who knows? He might be Steven Spielberg one day, and then I want money off him.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be, thanked in the speech, and you want to be taken to the Oscars. So there's a lot of things that you need to consider.
And everyone's taking their mums now.
Yeah,
right?
please. Totally. I mean, I'm sure that you give him praise when he shows you
of course.
You don't need to love every part of the process.
No.
But your dad did. Like, there's so many videos and photos of you girls. You're one of 4 girls.
Yes.
Where are
when
you
were
in the
younger.
order?
I'm the third.
Third, okay.
Third, second youngest. Yeah, no, our dad was just loved it. Absolutely thought we were the funniest people ever and just encouraged us. And
That's the best.
yeah, it was so much fun, and he was so creative himself. I think he'd like never really found an outlet for his creativity.
Yeah.
So, and it's same with his, and I think it came from my dad, and it also came from his mum, who was like a Hollywood movie star kind of.
Oh, no way.
No, not really.
Oh.
But behaved like one. Judi Dench. Ever heard of her? Dame Judi Dench is my grandma. No, she's not. Could that get you guys in trouble? I don't know. I'm just used to saying whatever I want in open mic nights when no one listens.
See, that's the other thing, though, is when you like cutting your teeth.
Yeah.
You're just playing basically to no one or to drunk people. Like, it's so hectic.
Yeah, it is. You've got to have you've got to have your expectations in check. Because, you got to go to open mic nights and you got to sign up. This is when you're first starting out doing comedy.
Yep.
And I think I just loved the advice that I was given before before trying stand-up by another comedy writer and comedian. And he said, don't try be funny, try be interesting. Which is really good. And my goal for getting through the first gig was just don't make people feel incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If they don't laugh at you, that is fine, but at least make them feel at ease. Yeah. That's it. That was my goal for the first time I got on stage.
That's a huge goal, because as an audience member watching a comedian and when it's not going well, it's so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah. But I think it's the most uncomfortable when someone is coming on and pretending to have a confidence or an ability or experience that they don't have.
Yeah.
So, if you go up and, you're at an open mic night, so they're obviously going to have, limitations. But if you're not trying to do this big bravado, you see it so much. And I hate to say it, but you see it with guys. And they feel like confidence is king and they just come up and da-da-da-da. But it's like, man, you're not Jerry Seinfeld and your little quip about the peanuts on the plane is shit. And so it just doesn't add up. And people are smart.
Yeah.
And if someone's somehow like, if you just be authentic in some way, people get a sense of that.
Your Instagram page.
Yes.
I have to tell you this story. This happened to me this morning.
Okay.
So I was watching Nat Plays. You've got a couple of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Sal,
who
is like the typical Aussie mum who doesn't know how to use tech. Like,
she's married to Mark, who loves the dog more than her.
Exactly.
Right.
Married to Mark. Useless.
And Nat,
yes,
the beauty influencer.
Aspiring influencer. Yeah.
Anyway.
And she's the daughter or not?
Yeah, well, for the purposes of the Comedy Festival show coming up, yeah. So the Comedy Festival show I'm doing will have the Nat, who's the influencer.
Yep.
And it will have Sal. And then I think it's got another character named Jan.
Are you just working on Jan now?
Yeah, Jan's coming to life.
Do you draw on people in your life that you've observed from that?
Or I think Sal came about just from because I've worked in hospitality for years, and so I just had a very small snippet of this character in a show I did about it, and I just played the most obnoxious customer in a cafe. But then once you look at it, when I look at Sal, I go, oh, she's such a combination of so many people I know.
Yeah.
Or names start popping out, and I'm just when I watch it back, I go, oh, I know where I'm pulling from.
Yeah,
but I'm not intentionally looking at someone. But
Yeah.
it's obviously there's a bit of my mum, there's a combination of a few of my friends' mums, and then I think I accidentally called the dog Lily, which is the name of one of my friend's mum's dogs. I'm like, oh God, I'm weaving a web.
Well, this morning I was watching some clips and Sal was on, right? So I'm watching these clips and Sal is calling out to her husband Mark and she's going, Mark!
Yeah.
Mark! And she's got this real quite abrasive sort of sound.
Would you call it abrasive?
Well, let me tell you, my husband's name is Mark. My husband was downstairs and he goes, yeah. And I go,
put the bins out, Mark. Is that what I have to say?
That wasn't me.
Is that what I sound like?
I said, that was Sal. And he said, who the fuck is Sal? I said, oh my God, don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
I am Sal.
Oh my God, no, you're not.
Oh, I heard it and I was
love
oh
it.
God, please no.
Please don't. Back.
That's so good. And all the stuff, all the characters you do, you're not mean. It's just funny. There's nothing mean about it. It's just funny and so relatable. You're like, I know that girl. I know that lady.
Well,
Sal wants to speak to the manager.
As the influencer,
yes.
One of them was it what's that? Hello Fresh.
Oh yeah, Hello Fresh. Yeah,
because you always pretend they're sponsored.
Yeah, sponsored
and
posts.
Hashtag in a million different things, and you're a beauty influencer.
Yeah, every now and then, because I tag the brands sometimes, and every now and then the brand likes them.
But that's what we actually do part of that for our job too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see that, I'm like, fuck, we've worked with that client.
Yeah, oh, do you? Yeah.
It's so funny where you're just totally taking the piss of influencers and beauty influencers. Your recent one you've done about mental health and for every bad thought, put a clip in your head.
Put a clip in.
You end up just with your head full of clips.
Full of clips.
So good.
Oh, I was a bit late off the bat with the clip trend, but I'm sure we all noticed those huge things kicking around town, didn't we?
The thing with which Mel, you wouldn't know this, but Jess and her sisters often will do a character day. This is just in the life of these girls. So the 4 sisters, and I've always been so envious. Everyone wants to be a Harris.
Oh, no.
They do put on the most beautiful parties, like your mum Gail, who is the matriarch of the family, is so gorgeous. They do beautiful platters, but not only do they do stylish things, they also do the most fucking hilarious things. So they'll do these days, and you and Jess are quite close in age, so share similar friends, where they'll dress up and be that character for the whole day.
Oh, yeah.
Literally get
Like
a
a
group
method
of girls
actor?
together.
Yeah, I guess it is, but it is, we do different themed days or get-togethers, and they're usually the highlight of my year. Normally we do about 2 a year. We dress up and pretend to be tradies. But it does not take any like work to stay in character. It's just so refreshing not to have to like go to a social event and actually talk about your life or yourself. Yeah. You can just talk about whatever you want. We just talk like, you know, how the reno is going. We've normally got relationships
But they'll all dress up in blunnies. The shorts.
High vis. It's
high
not like
vis.
So you set out a date and you're like, okay, this is tradie day.
Tradies, yeah. And then normally as well, before we get together, there's like a chat and we are like we're chatting in character before.
Didn't you dressed up as really rich mums one day and went to Lawn for the
Yeah,
day
we
for
went
lunch?
to Lawn. It was called Cash on the Coast. Borrowed a friend's mum's Range Rover and drove to Lawn.
You are the family that everyone looks at and goes, oh, I should be more like them.
No,
Totally.
they're like,
I
oh,
want to be
God,
like them.
Yes,
like,
it is.
Shut up.
It is. It is so much
so
fun.
good.
I love it.
No, but honestly, I mean, just try or just even just go out and just go, look, today my name is Trish. And we're
that's
going
just
to lunch.
flat out lying. That's
Yeah.
not going in character.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. See, that's true. Just that's a lie. And why is Katie insisting that we call her Trish at this lunch? Has anyone got a text from Katie recently? She's signing
good.
Trish and you're just not quite doing it right.
You,
Guys, I'm Trish. What? It's a thing. We're going to do it. Pick a name.
I would fall into doing that way too much to just run away from my problems.
Oh,
Like, I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
me today. I'm somebody else.
Well, it is. It is. It's like a form of like escapism, I
It
guess.
totally is. You and your sister Jess
Yeah.
went to the Australian Open in full character. Was that
Yes.
to help you get into character for your comedy show?
It was just for fun. Like, yeah, it wasn't really for anything. I was just like, I think Sal should go to the tennis. And
Oh, you went as Sal.
yeah.
Oh, my God, this is the best
And
thing
then
ever.
we were like, should we get ground passes? Then we were like, oh, too expensive. And they don't get you much. So let's just go to this bar. So we went to a bar on the river as uni gal friends. So Jess went as Lynn Dwyer. And I'm like, who are you? She's like, Lynn Dwyer.
And did you stay in character the whole time?
Pretty much. Like every now and then she was like, oh, do this shot. But no, it was great. People were confused. There was a date behind us when we were filming and we were like, people would have found us really annoying because we were like filming all through the game and laughing.
Yeah.
Because it was doesn't matter.
It was the men's finals.
Done. Curious one. We know. No, what was I saying? Yeah, there was a date behind us. And I didn't realise, but looking back on some of the videos we filmed, we just see like them leaning out, like not wanting to get in. But and I felt like it was a first date or something like that. I'm
Brilliant.
like, what a
I love
gift.
it. Yeah.
What a gift we've given them. Like, that is what you need if you're going on like
I
a
know.
first or second
Such a
date. You
talking
need
point.
exactly. They're like, oh, did you see those two gorgeous looking girls in the visors? Yeah, no, but so we just did that for fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
And to film it and to document it. So
Because you write all your own stuff, but you also you write on the project and you've written on different shows and you do radio bits and pieces. Do you, like, when I do the project and I see they do give some people lines behind the scenes, probably not meant to know this, but there's a writer's room where you guys sit and will sometimes write jokes for the people on the panel.
Yeah, we're just there like for different departments to help them, or if they're like, oh, kind of back up really.
So when you write something and one of them use it, are you like, that was fucking mine?
Hasn't happened yet, no. No. I mean, I think a lot of the time it is just kind of similar ideas of what like the hosts are putting out there anyway.
Yeah, just rewording different things if you want.
Yeah, exactly, because it's all so topical. It's like everyone thinks they've got a hot take, but you probably don't. Like, more than likely you don't. So it is just sometimes, someone cuts through to a thing quicker than someone else's, and different.
Far out.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good practice as well.
So
Appreciative to have that job.
what was that?
I said I'm appreciative to have that job.
Oh, good.
It's a great job to have.
Please don't fire me.
Your show is called Under the Influence.
Yes.
And like you said, this is your first one that you've done in character. 'Cause
Yes.
You've done traditional stand-up, your other ones.
Yes.
I reckon that you because you will be in character, you'll just have a whole new level of everything to it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really thank you. I wish I could have your confidence in me.
Yeah.
But so far I'm just not sleeping and no, I'm joking. Like I'm fine.
No, I know. But I can imagine. I can only imagine how that would feel. But the thing is, you're in character. There's something about being a bit detached from it all.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. I think the grass is always greener. Like sometimes when you do stand up, you're like, oh,
yeah,
this is so boring, or like not boring, but you're like, oh, I should, I wish I was doing something different. And then I think the thing that makes character a bit scary is that it's like you can assess the situation as it's like playing out. Not assess the situation. You could acknowledge certain things when you're doing stand up if it's not going well.
Yeah.
And character, I think you still can find a way to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not as easy. Like if you're just straight up like having a hard time, it's just you alone in your head going, I can't wait for this to be over. But let's hope that never happens.
I
it's
hope
not
that
going
never
to.
happens.
And it's set as like a meet and greet, isn't it?
Yeah, in a shopping centre.
Yeah, no, but my favourite part is, what is the name of the shopping centre?
Low Point.
Okay, so I live, like, High Point is like my local
is it? Yes.
But we call it Knife Point.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Low Point is way better.
Low Point is so good. So you're setting it up
Point.
like you're an influencer. People can come out and meet and greet you.
Meet and greet, yeah. So it is. It's like it's kind of like an unveiling of like a refurbish of this shopping centre.
Oh, it's so good.
And then the rest kind of unfolds. Yeah. So
good.
Okay, so you can get your tickets at the Comedy Festival website, which you don't know.
Well, just type in Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Yeah, and you'll get it.
And
whatever browser you choose to use should do the heavy lifting for you.
I think it's Melbourne International Comedy Festival, MICF.
Yeah, let's hope there.
Like
What's
that.
it called though? The search optimization's better than that. But
Yeah,
they have
let's
to. Oh, you left out the international. No shows for you. I typed Melbourne Comedy Festival into Google and nothing came up, just blank. It said you've reached the end of the internet, and that's when you'll know that you left out international.
You can get your tickets to Nat's show there, Nat Harris, Under the Influence, and also follow Nat. Your Instagram is
Nat is Dragon.
Nat is Dragon, because your nickname is Dragon.
Correct.
Most of us call you Drags or Dragon.
Yeah.
But you are Nat Harris. Go along and see Nat. Who else do you reckon in the comment? If you aren't Melbourne based, you got to get down for the
It's such an
buzz
atmosphere.
in the city.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, there's so many people, but some Sonia Diorio, Kate Johnson. She's doing her first solo show. I love it when I'm on the same lineup as her because I think she's so funny.
Yeah.
Hannah Camilleri, she does comedy. She's only doing the first 2 weeks, like character comedy.
Yep.
She's incredible. She's
Okay.
so cool. I was just mucking around with another. He won Best Newcomer last year, Oliver Coleman. Let me double check. We only just met yesterday, but he won. It's called The Prawning, I think. Yeah, so many great shows to see.
Great.
Yes.
And I'll post recommendations on my
That's
Instagram
a good idea.
as well.
Yes, yep. So make sure you
Because I just
follow
panic
Nat.
and go blank
Totally.
when people ask that. Just see my show.
Who's your
Yeah.
Who's
Well, there you
your ultimate comedian? Like if you could have 5 minutes with anyone, just in a room picking their brain, who would it be?
The British comedian Bridget Christie. So she did, she's not huge here, but she had a Netflix special a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And it just made my heart sing. She's just a fabulous.
Is she the blonde
woman.
lady? Did she get naked on stage? Is that her?
No. She's awesome. Her husband's also a comedian. His name escapes me right now. But she did this stand-up special called Stand Up for Her. And like she's a feminist and she's awesome, but it's just so funny. She's a mom and it's just so relatable and sharp and quick. And you just know she would be what you see is what you get. Like if I spent 5 minutes with her, I think we'd get along.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I think most comedians are terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, I wouldn't really want to meet many famous comedians because I'd be like, I'd want to be your friend, and I think that you would just think, like, oh, go away kind of thing.
Yeah, but also I think a lot of comedians, which I said to you, I'm like, I feel like you're all fucking insane.
Yeah.
You're not insane.
Thank
a lot
you.
of comedians are insane.
Yeah, we're an awkward bunch for sure.
Yes, that's
And
it. It's
quite-
more awkward than insane.
A lot flatter than what you'd imagine. You know, you
Yeah.
expect they're up there telling jokes and blah, blah, blah. And then they're quite, like Jerry Seinfeld, I think he's
Yeah.
very funny and very quick, but he seems very dry in real life.
Yep. And
Saves all the goods for
yeah,
stage.
exactly. Saving the energy.
Yeah.
We're probably all depressed.
We all
Who's
are,
not?
mate.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I gave you all the details.
You
Go and
did.
check out
Thank
that
you.
show. Nat, thanks for joining us because we've just kicked off this podcast.
Yes, I know. I love
which is
it.
Tell Me More, where we're getting on different guests. So email us in if there's anyone you want to get on. You can do it at stacey@showandtellonline.com.au. That's Stacey who does our show and telling podcast with us. And also follow us on Instagram and you can send it to us there, Show and Tell Online. Nat Harris.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Thank you.
So good.